On the wake of AJAERO'S arrest and at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport earlier today, people have been digging, people have been trying to find out like why has the NLC president been arrested? Why has he been arrested? Why? What are they trying to look for? What is happening? What is going on here? A lot of people seem to think that it has something to do with airpeace, but airpeace has come out to distance itself from Ajaira's arrest. Before we go into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here or you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hurry to the subscribe button and click on it. Like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section. Airpeace has distanced itself from the Monday's arrest of Comrade Joe Ajaero, the president of Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC), by the Nigerian police. The airline is in a statement by Omotade Makinwa, its spokesperson, expressed shock over a report linking the airline to the NLC leader's arrest. Makinde also said that his arrest had nothing to do with the September 2023 petition filed by the airline against NLC, stressing that this development, which led to negative publicity, did not reflect the current relationship between the airline and the NLC. The statement emphasized that on May 3rd, 2023, the NLC had disrupted airpeace operations as part of a broader conflict with the Imo State government, despite the fact that the airline had no involvement in the dispute between the organized labor, the state government then. It regretted that its airline was unfortunately used as a tool to exert pressure on the government, stressing that this unlawful disruption of its services caused significant financial losses and impacted the travel plans of many of its passengers across the country. In response to these disputes, Airpeace legal team submitted a formal petition against the NLC to the Nigerian police, despite our repeated efforts to follow up on the petition. The police failed to take prompt action. However, over a year later, the Nigerian police have chosen to act on the original petition, which has now led to the alleged arrest of the NLC president. Prior to these arrests, the airline and the NLC had already reached an amicable resolution, and Airpeace had withdrawn its petition, allowing a positive working relationship to resume between the two organizations. Imagine, Imagine, even the company in Airpeace that wrote this petition has withdrawn the petition. They have reconciled with NLC. They have been able to resolve everything amicably. But because the police solely want to victimize Joe Ajaero, because it's now obvious that this is victimization, because if somebody submitted a petition since 2023 and you did not work on it a year later now, because you want to victimize that person, or because you are working on an instruction that you have been given, you now went in search, and you now went to dig. What am I going to rope this person with? What am I going to use to tie this person down? Okay, there was a petition written back in 2023. Mind you, we are in 2024. There was a petition written by 2023, although the people who wrote the petition has decided to, withdraw the petition. But we can still use it. Of course, we can still use it. And that was exactly what the Nigerian police did. They just wanted something to tie him down. Just a few weeks ago, the DSS invited him, saying that they wanted to interrogate him concerning terrorism activities, all because in the NLC headquarters in Abuja, There is a British American citizen who rented an apartment or small space, you know, which he used as a library, or which he used, as a stationery shop where he sells books. And this said man helped some end hunger protesters who were arrested during the protest. He helped bail them out. So the Nigerian government said that, okay, because you helped these end SARS protesters, by the way, you don't know them from Adam, you don't know their mother, you don't know their family member, but you helped them. So it means that you are planning to overthrow the government. It means that you are planning to overthrow Tinubu's regime, because why will you help bail protesters? That is lawful protesters. This is a legal right that these people are carrying out. And by the way, these protesters who have been arrested since the beginning of last month that this protest was held are still in prison, and they've been charged to court for treason and felony. Imagine, how did protest turn to treason and felony? I don't understand. Like, so in the midst of all of this hardship that we are facing, in the midst of all of this suffering and price hike and everything, I can keep going on and on. It's not enough reason for a law-abiding citizen of a country to decide to protest. It's not enough reason for citizens, for youth to decide to protest. It is because they want to overthrow Tinubu, they want to overthrow the government. I don't know how they came with that. I don't know how they came about that conclusion, but that seemed to be the case with DSS and the federal government. That is what they think. And right now, the man is still on the run, and they are still looking for him. And they thought, okay, we are still looking for the person that we are accusing of, trying to overthrow the government. Meanwhile, we have the NLC president. Let's hold him. Let's hold him accountable. Let's just look for anything. Although we have questioned him and we cannot find anything to tie him down with because he came with his lawyer, Femi Falana. So let's look for something else. Let's not say that he's involved in terrorism anymore. Let's look for something else. A petition that has been written back in 2023. Let's hold him with that one. At least with that, we are going to be able to arrest him and hold him captive, and which was what they did. It's just so sad that, this is the kind of, state that this country is in right now. Despite the suffering, all the hard times, everything, you cannot even protest. You cannot even shout and say, "Being power, we are hungry. Where are you taking us to? What are you doing?" You can't even question the government anymore. This is where I'm going to be drawing the curtain for now. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Thank you very, very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.